The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
Good evening from Leonard Bloss Stadium at Butler High School. High school football week 1 here in Louisville, Kentucky, as two of the city's public school rivals face off. The Male Bulldogs, the Butler Bears, certainly no strangers to each other. Antoine Morton.
Absolutely. Long tradition of great games, history of good athletics, and this night will not be any different.
It will not. Male a year ago had an 11-2 season. The season ended in the 6A quarterfinals. They lost to Frederick Douglass in a 21-20 heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Butler, on the other hand, has been down a little bit in recent years, but second-year coach Jake Reynolds, he got him to 4-8 a year ago and really did a pretty good job to do that, and it gave himself kind of a good building block to move forward.
Absolutely. I really like Coach Reynolds. I think he's got Butler headed the right direction. It always is handy to have a little more talent, be on your team. So I think he's doing a great job of what he has to work with. So with this being the first game of the night, of the season, I think it's a great opportunity for them to get a big win.
Absolutely. And before we go any further, it's a beautiful night here, but just how beautiful of a night? Well, we better tell you. Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Blinds Direct, offering custom blinds, window shades, wallpaper, and more. With over 30 years of serving Louisville, make Blinds Direct your choice for home decor. It's about 86 degrees out here. Pretty toasty evening. Very, very little wind. Only about 2 or 3 miles an hour. Yep. But should be a nice night for football. Going to settle in the high 70s by the end of the game. A little bit of clouds, but no precipitation. Pretty good night to get it going, Antoine.
Absolutely. This is perfect football weather. And again, you couldn't ask for anything better for your first night.
And we will bring it to you here on Glycod. Butler and Male, week 1 battle coming up. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
To remind you, all JCPS facilities are
Joe Cox here, catching up with Coach Chris Wolf ahead of tonight's season opener with Butler. Coach, a new year. I know for me, it feels like every season comes on a little quicker than the one before. How do you feel about your team at this point?
Well, there's still a lot to be figured out with this team. We've had 2 real competitive scrimmages against Highlands and Bowling Green, and both were our top teams in 5A. So it's been good for us to see what we have and shuffle people around. So it's going to be interesting to see tonight. You're going to see some people in some different spots, and we'll see how it goes.
Without tipping the hand too much, let me ask about the quarterback situation. What's the game plan there?
We're going to play 2 quarterbacks, so it'll be Antonio and Jordan, and we may even, Tyson may even get some work too, but we're definitely going to be playing 2 quarterbacks tonight and maybe 3.
Is that going to be the plan long term, or is it too early to ask that?
Well, it's definitely the plan for tonight, and I would say based on our scrimmages, we don't know. Like we're still trying to figure out the team. It's early, obviously, game 1. We think we have some direction based on the scrimmages, but game experience is a whole different deal. So I guess a lot of it's just going to be determined on these early season games, on how the offense moves and clicks based on who's in at quarterback.
Sure. Lost it. Joe Cox and the one before. How do you feel?
Play 2 quarterbacks, so it'll be Antonio and Jordan, and we may even, Tyson may even get some work too, but
yeah, it's going to kill it every time. You're going to have to leave it there to let it run.
We're definitely going to be playing 2 quarterbacks tonight and maybe 3.
Is that going to be the plan long term, or is it too early to ask that?
Well, it's definitely the plan for tonight, and I would say based on our scrimmages, we don't know. Like we're still trying to figure out the team. It's early, obviously, game 1. We think we have some direction based on the scrimmages, but game experience is a whole different deal. So I guess a lot of it's just going to be determined on these early season games, on how the offense moves and clicks based on who's in at quarterback.
Sure. Defense, you got hit a lot with some losses there, but you still have some guys back who had big seasons. Solomon Conley, Javion Dorsey, a couple of the names. Who's really been standing out on that side of the ball to you?
Well, we really struggled on defense, to be honest, the two scrimmages. So, really, we've got to get a lot better, to be quite honest. We've got to get a lot better on defense. I know Highlands and Bowling Green both have explosive offenses. They have talented quarterbacks, and I think that's going to help us try to figure out what we need to do. But honestly, right now, defense as a whole has to improve. So we've put a lot of effort into improving the defense this week, just from a fundamental tackling standpoint. We did 2 full days of open field tackling and tackling mechanics. And so we're hoping, I think we had 9 missed tackles in the Bowling Green scrimmage. So we've got a long way to go on that. So I'm not really ready to tip my hand, as you say, about who I think's going to get the job done on defense until we see it on a Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, with it being this season opener, I mean, we've hit on a couple of things that are up in the air or need some work. What's your biggest expectation from your team? What do you hope to see out of them tonight?
Well, I think number one going into the game, I want to see better defensive play, particularly on the defensive line. We've had poor play in the secondary, but a lot of that I think is attributed to the lack of pass rush in the 2 scrimmages. So that's really the first focal point for me. We need to see, we need to win the game at the line of scrimmage on defense, and so that's a focal point. And then offensively, we just need to find a rhythm with whichever quarterback, or maybe it's both quarterbacks. As you know, they're 2 different style of quarterbacks, so that'll be interesting to see. But offense has been fairly consistent. We have a lot of returning starters, but defense is really where I'm anxious to see how we do tonight.
Well, we'll see what tonight holds. Mail and Butler coming up here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Joe Cox back here with Antoine Wardlow. Butler and Mail are going to kick it off in a few minutes, but before they do, time to talk about tonight's keys to the game. And those keys to the game are presented by Mail grad Dr. Tyler Blunt of Blunt Dental Group, providing high quality and comprehensive dentistry with straightforward smiles. Antoine, for Mail, you know, it's a little bit a lighter lift than it will be for Butler.
Yeah.
But still, some things that Mail needs to work on. You heard from Coach Wolf there, plenty of things on his mind. And the first thing you said to me, you were very clear, you know, you got to come into game one focused on game one.
Absolutely. You know, it's easy when you have the program the Mail has. You know, you coming off a 2-loss season last year. You don't want to overlook Butler. They have a lot at stake tonight. They want to get off to a good start. Coach Reynolds is going to have his team ready. So again, Mail just cannot overlook this first game.
Absolutely, and the 2 other things you heard from the coach himself. Wants to see some improvement on defense, particularly in the pass rush, and then some definition in the quarterback situation. Both big deals for Mail tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are 2 big topics for Mail. I mean, you know, when you come into a season, you don't have a definite quarterback. You know, sometimes your team plays better with one, you know, behind the center. So it's very important for them to get the right fit to make a championship run this year. But defensively, you know, that's what's made them come up short here in the last few seasons when it comes to a state championship. So the defense is going to have a solid season if they want any chance to win a state championship this year.
And yet, funny enough, on the other side of the mirror, when we talk about keys for Butler, some of the same things come to mind. I mean, they've got to do better defensively, keep themselves in the game, and then get some good play out of quarterback, which is certainly an uncertainty to us tonight.
Absolutely, and Butler's defense showed signs of having a good defense last season, but they were put in compromising positions, if that makes sense, you know, where there were short fields and things of that nature. Giving up over 30 points is going to be tough. They won't be able to do that tonight if they want to win this game.
Absolutely. And then you said control the clock. That was the other key. As
Absolutely.
an underdog, you want to come out and try to keep the football a good deal.
It's always good to establish the run. That's a great way to control the clock now. That's easier said than done. So we'll see what they have in store for us tonight.
This broadcast is authorized by Butler High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Mayo and Butler coming up here on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Ready for week 1 football. Butler and Mayo. Bears going to kick it off. Mayo will start the season with the football. We are pretty much ready to go, Antoine. Feeling good?
It's going to be a good one. Marching band just came through playing some real good music. A lot of good entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Everybody ready to go. Looks like it's Flowers to kick it away for Butler. It's a line drive kick that hits down about the 25. Here comes the return off the right side across the 30. Mail ball carry out to the 40. Takes it up near the 45-yard line. Looked like it was Solomon Conley on the return there.
Yeah, and Solomon Conley's coming in this game as a senior. He's expected to have a great season this year, too. Good field position to start off with Mail.
Now, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on the opening possession of the season. And a lot of the questions regard what we're going to see at quarterback. And we'll get some answers right away. 1st and 10, their own 45.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, these quarterbacks are definitely trying out for the full-time role.
Antonio Harris going to get the call. Outstanding defensive back, wide receiver, giving quarterback a go here in 2024. 1st and 10, his own 45. Harris hands it off the right side. Gain of 5, gain of 6. Ball carrier gets about 8 yards. It's Chase Burton on the carry.
Yeah, that's a good game by Chase Burton. Again, he's coming in as a junior. They're expecting him to have a breakout season as well. And I really like this Antonio Harris. He just pretty much does everything for this male team.
2nd down, call it 2. Ball is at the Butler 47, just underway.
And I think it's important for the Butler D to really get on top of this running game early because Mail is going to test them up the middle.
And here comes Mail. Everybody's bunched in pretty tight. Now they spread out. They've got trips to the left, which is the open side of the field. Harris, the quarterback, Burton, the setback. 2nd and 2. Here's the snap. And Harris keeps it. 45 off the right side. The 40 jumps a man and makes it down to the 33-yard line. A 14-yard pickup for Antonio Harris.
Yeah, and that's what makes Antonio the favorite for me to be the starting QB because he brings another dynamic to the quarterback position. That's the running. A very good runner, a decent passer, a lot of speed. I think they'll be able to get a lot done with him behind the center.
1st down, Bulldogs at the 33, just over a minute in. First possession of the season.
1st and 10 Mail at the 33-yard line.
Mail's pretty calm and cool.
Harris, a 6'2" senior. He is in the gun. He's got a back beside him. And they hand it inside. Short yardage. Plunging down to the 30 is the runner. It's Shelton Sweeney, a sophomore on the carry. Picked up about 3.
Yeah, you see there's a young back in the game. Shelton is only a sophomore, like you said, Joe. Again, they're just looking for the right combinations.
2nd and 7 Bulldogs. Burton was the deep back. Sweeney pretty much lined up even with Harris, the quarterback, and just took it straight ahead. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
3 yards will keep the chains moving.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen. 2nd and 7. Harris goes up, gives some instructions to his lineman. Now comes back for word with his back. Same formation. 2nd and 7 at the 30. Harris gives Burton off the left side. He's got a hole. 25, 20, 15, picks his way 10, picks his way inside the 10 before he's finally driven out of bounds. 1st and goal there.
I'll tell you what, Joe, how about that push from the Mail offensive line? I saw defensive lineman from Butler all the way down the field, so that's a great job out of Mail offense.
Massive push up front, and it's 1st and goal. Looks like it'll be in the vicinity of the 5-yard line.
And they have Chase at 5'8", 169. He looks a little bigger than that in his pads.
Yeah, he can run big when the situation calls for it. Call that last one a 25-yard pickup. 1st and goal, Bulldogs at the 5.
1st and goal for Mail.
It's the same personnel. Harris, the quarterback, Burton, the deep back. Sweeney, the back beside Harris, kind of intermediate position. Hand to Burton, and he's the last man through on the left side. He goes in. Touchdown, Chase Burton, 5 yards.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy first drive for the Mail Bulldogs, I think. They're showing Butler what they want to do tonight. They want to just pound the ball. So Butler's going to have their hands full stopping this running game.
Well, Burton with the season's first score. Young man showed a lot of promise a year ago, and I think he'll get even more action this season.
Absolutely. Now, I think Coach Wolf will be pretty happy with that first series.
Seth Henson on to kick the extra point. The junior kicker. Colin Jefferson, the holder, puts it down, kicks out of there. It's high, it's long, and it's true. 7-0 Bulldogs. 9:08 to go opening quarter here on Glycod.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Comprehensive Sports Health Program.
7-0 Bulldogs. First possession of the season turns into points, and now the focus goes the other direction.
Yeah, and this now it's Butler's turn. Let's see what they can do on the offense side of the ball. Mail came out pretty calm and cool, moved the ball pretty easy. Now let's see what this Butler offense has in store for us.
Henson's going to kick it for Mail. Butler dropping their personnel deep. It looks like it's Caden Wilson on the right and Jaden James on the left.
And, you know, Joe, we didn't talk a lot about special teams. This is also an opportunity for Butler to make a change in the game and do something special on special teams.
So Mail to kick it. Henson advances on it. Kicks a high driving kick that's going to go toward the goal line, caught inside the 5. It is James with it, out across the 20, makes it up to about the 25, and a wealth of flags come in up around the 35, 40-yard line. We got a Butler player with no helmet on. Let's see what all of this signifies.
A lot of hard hitting out there going on this kickoff.
Isn't it funny now to see the NFL not having kickoff?
You know what, Joe? Joe, when I first saw it, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. And I said, oh, they changed the rules.
Yeah.
I'm torn on them. I like it for safety purposes.
I understand the rationale.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if we'll see it spread down. But, time will tell.
I will say this. When I was at U of L, man, that kickoff return was extremely violent.
Looks like we got illegal substitution, I think. No, unsportsmanlike is the call.
Oh, wow.
And they'll back up Butler inside their own 15 after that penalty.
And if you're Butler, that's the last thing you want is penalties. You know, you need to cut down on the penalties if you have any opportunity today.
So the Bears will go with James Cornish at quarterback, 5'9" junior. Cornish going to go on first down.
1st and 10 Butler.
Sets up at about the 13-yard line. Hand it off, trying to sweep the right side, and Mayle's got it hemmed in. Nothing doing. Bryson Flowers taken down. I'm sorry, Daryl Johnson taken down for a loss. They're on 35.
Yeah. Daryl Johnson, he had nowhere to go. Again, it was a great push by the D-line of Mail. So if I was Butler, I would have, definitely try to test them deep, see if you can get something early here.
He lost about 5 on that one. Call it 2nd and 15 back around the 8-yard line. Not the most balanced vantage point from the press box here. It's a long way down to the corner, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
2nd down and call it 15. 8:21 to go opening quarter. 7-0 Mail. Butler trying to counter. Cornish hands it off the left side this time. Got a seam and able to pick his way up to about the 15. I believe that's James again on the carry. It is.
Yeah, and that was a lot better, man. There was a big hole on the left side, so great job out of O-line of Butler. Have a big hole for the running back.
Daryl Johnson on the left side.
Daryl Johnson on the carry. I'll get this Butler personnel right one of these days. Third down, and it'll be about 7 now. It was a nice gain to put the Bears in something manageable here on 3rd down.
Absolutely.
Trips left for Butler here. One receiver back to the right. Cornish has got one setback. It's Tarian Chin beside him in the shotgun. Cornish to throw. Looks left, fires, got a man, and just over his head. Sailed it right over Terry Hunter, who was open at about the 20-yard line. I think that's probably a first down if he can haul it in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if Cornish takes his time, he didn't have to really rush that pass. He had time to make a good pass. So I just think he threw off his back foot, and it kind of sailed on him. But, again, they will come back to that play.
4th down and 7. Butler apparently going to punt. Cornish is in punt formation. Colin Jefferson set to return for Mail. He's standing back at about the Butler 42. Line of scrimmage here is about the 16. Cornish takes the snap, gets it out of there. It's a line drive kick. Here comes Jefferson from the 39 off the right side, picks his way down to about the 32. And so Mail will have excellent field position on this second drive. A short kick and probably lucky to get out of that one without more return.
Absolutely. That's actually a great tackle by Rashawn Alexander. He's they got him at 5'2", 135-pound senior, so it's even a better tackle at his size. Could have saved a touchdown there.
Actually, they're going to spot it at the 33, so give Jefferson a 6-yard return there. And the Bulldogs back on the prowl here, up 7-0, 7:22 to go, opening quarter. Harris is still the quarterback. Burton is still the deep back. Shelton Sweeney in there at the fullback spot, kind of behind Harris. Harris kind of in a pistol look, really. Takes it, sweeps left, going to keep it. Across the 30, plants his foot, gets outside 25-20, 15-10. Down the sideline, gets a block, and he's going to go out of bounds, first and goal. Big gain there by Antonio Harris.
Absolutely, and when you see Antonio at the quarterback position, you're going to see a lot of this option because he just has so much speed. He reads the corners very well, and he's a great decision maker. So, again, great job by Mail so far.
After a couple of years where Mail kind of went air it out, we might be getting a little more traditional Nebraska kind of a look here from the Bulldogs this season.
Yeah, and, back when we won state in 93, we had a great running game. We had 2,000-yard rushes, so running the ball to win a championship is very important.
First and goal at the 8. That was a 25-yard pickup for Harris. Mail already up 7-0, looking for more. Harris. And that pistol look. Gives Burton left side. Burton with a head of steam, and he'll walk in. Touchdown, Mail.
Yeah, this is looking pretty easy. And again, if you're noticing the O-line, man, they are getting a great push on this Butler D-line. So the Butler D-line is going to have to buckle down, get tough, get low, and don't get pushed around so much. So great first 2 series for Mail's offense.
13-0 Bulldogs. Henson on for the extra point.
And I can see Mail run the ball the whole game. If they're not going to stop the run, keep it up.
Got to kind of make the Bulldogs try something different, and so far Butler not having much success there. Henson's kick is away. It's long. It's high. It's true. 14-0 Bulldogs, 6:59 to go opening quarter. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
14-0 Mail. The Bulldogs off to a fast start to the 2024 season. For Butler, it's kind of hold on and see if you can get something going here.
Yeah, it's time to open up the playbook. It's early, but you need some points on the board.
Henson to kick it. Advances on the football. The right-footed kicker puts this one again in the vicinity of and into the end zone this time, and indeed that will be a touchback. Caden Wilson wanted to bring it out, but the rule, Antoine, if it's a millimeter into that end zone, it's a touchback.
Yep, and it's all good. It was a great kick by Hanson. That gives Butler a little chance to draw up a good play.
That's the best field position they've had so far. So
absolutely.
Had a penalty, an unsportsmanlike penalty on their first kick return that backed them up and put them in a hole they couldn't get out of. And we'll see what quarterback James Cornish has got this time available. Had a good running play out of Gerald Johnson last time. Picked up 7 or 8 yards on one, but they were already off schedule. Let's see if they can stay on schedule this time. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Butler down 14-0. Johnson takes it, works that left side, and not much going that time. Mail strung it out pretty well. A lot of white shirts there.
Yeah, they didn't fool Mail at all right there. I was 3 or 4 players on the tackle. Again, Mail's looking pretty solid right now. I mean, everything's pretty disciplined. Everybody's calm and cool. They're not too anxious. Great job so far.
Javion Dorsey, one of the players up there along the line of scrimmage, making the stop for no gain. 2nd down at 10.
A lot of size and speed out there for this Mail defense, too, man. Pretty impressive to watch.
They can put up numbers against the best of them.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it a challenge, certainly. Cornish in the shotgun. Actually, I'll call it the pistol, kind of the same look that Mail uses here.
Yep.
With Johnson behind him. He turns and gives to Johnson. Johnson works the right side and able to shoot forward and get a yard or so. Just not much there in the middle of that line.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go. This may be a good time to maybe go play action, maybe try to get something on the ends, on the outside. But, again, they're going to have to do something to move this ball. I don't know if running the ball is going to be the answer.
3rd down and 9. And this is where I think they don't want to put Cornish very often, but here he is anyway.
Absolutely. It's a passing down.
Third down and 9. Trips to the left. That's actually the short side of the field. One receiver right. for the Bears on 3rd and 9. Cornish to throw. Gets some heat now. Steps out of it, flips it out of there. Got a man first down up at the 33. Terry Hunter got that one. Little sleight of hand there by Cornish.
Oh, I'll tell you, I like the decision by James Cornish. Again, that was a big-time play. Picked up the first down. Your team needs the first down to keep the ball moving. Great job by Cornish.
3rd and 9, and he picks up about a dozen. So first down, Bears out to the 33.
Junior quarterback, James Cornish.
Did a good job getting out of the rush on that one. 2 receivers each way this time for Cornish in a traditional shotgun set. Torian Chin, the back on his right. Cornish, a right-handed passer. Whistle's blowing. We've got a timeout. We'll take it as well. 14-0 Mail. 4:49 to go in the first here on Glycod.
Timeout, Butler.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So the Butler Bears of Coach Jake Reynolds picked up a first down. He calls timeout, wants to make sure that he's got what he wants here.
Yeah, every play is important, Joe. Every play calls is very important.
14-0 Mayo the lead, but Butler on their second possession. 1st and 10 now, out at their own 33. 2 receivers each way. Cornish in the gun with Torian Chin beside him. Now sends a man right to left, so trips that way. Quick throw, that one nearly picked off.
Wow.
Male defender was the closest player to the ball. The receiver just absolutely wasn't looking for it. Colin Jefferson was the guy who was right over there, just about had himself a pick, and if he caught it, he might still be running.
Yeah, there's a little confusion right there, but that was a great opportunity right there. He had some green.
A 2nd down and 10. I'm pretty sure that was not what Coach Reynolds wanted.
I guarantee it. Guarantee it. But they can keep it in the playbook. It looked like it had a chance of working.
Yeah. Just had a receiver not looking for the football. Trips left, 1 right. Butler receivers shove each other into position here. Hand it off inside. Chin able to push his way for a yard, maybe 2. Up the middle, it's always going to be tough sledding in the middle of that Male defense.
Yeah, and the more and more I'm watching this D-line, man, I mean, pretty impressive. The Butler offense is getting no push at all. So this would be a good chance to maybe run a little play action. Something of that nature, maybe get them on their heels.
Call that one a gain of a yard, so 3rd down and 9. 14-0 Male, 4:18 in the opening quarter, and the clock running. You're just looking at the players out there. Those Male defensive linemen outstrip their counterparts by probably 50 pounds or more in some spots and probably 4 or 5 inches of height in other spots.
Absolutely, and they're athletic too, man. They're moving very well. So, again, Butler has their hands full with this Male defense.
Now the receivers trying to get in order. It's going to be trips left, 1 right for James Cornish on 3rd and 9, his own 34, opening quarter. Cornish going to throw. Sets deep, got some time. Now it breaks down. Flag comes in, and he's sacked.
Yep.
That's probably going to be a penalty on the offensive line anyway. I would imagine Mayo would decline.
Yeah.
And a lot of Mayo players in there. Christian White, one of the players around it. Leonardo Tichenor, another one. All kinds of Mayo Bulldogs running around that football.
And if I'm Cornish, with this D-line getting all this push for Mayo, he's going to have to make a quicker decision. I think he waited just a little too long to make a decision.
Yeah, the penalty was a hold on Butler, and it is declined by Mayo. The sack will make it 4th down and 13. Cornish will punt it away.
In this field position thing, this could be a problem here. This could be a very, very troublesome time for Butler right now if Mayo gets on the board again.
Jefferson back to return it. First punt was short, but covered pretty well by Butler. Butler had an extra player, but they've got him off. Mayo coming after this one a little bit. Cornish got it out of there. Very low kick. Hits at the 47. Rolls inside the 40. He ends up getting a nice kick. Yep. It's going to go out at the 34. So a pretty nice solid net on that one, about 36 yards, and you'll take that every day.
Absolutely. That's good news for Butler right there. Now let's see if the defense can do something here. And again, Mel hasn't even thrown the ball yet, so let's see if they continue just to, stay with the run or if they try something different. Will it be the same quarterback? All kind of questions.
That's true. Chase Burton with a pair of early touchdown runs set up largely by some good runs from Antonio Harris, who is an outstanding defensive back, wide receiver, and
Absolutely.
Now I think we can add option quarterback to that list.
Super talented.
First down, Bulldogs, their own 34 this time. Harris is still the quarterback. Burton is the setback behind him. It's kind of a modified pistol. It would be a shotgun look, but you have Burton then about 2 yards behind everybody. And they give it to Burton off that right side. You got to see him, 40. Makes a man miss at the 43, trying to break out at the 45, and he's slung down at the 46. Pickup of 11 or 12. Nicely done. Butler just hanging on for life.
Yeah.
Marquise Carter, got to give him some credit on that one.
Absolutely. That's a great hard run by Chase Burton. Again, he is starting this season off, showing us that they want to run the ball. So great job by Mel. Love what I'm seeing.
Pickup of a dozen out to the 46. First down, Bulldogs. And yeah, Marquise Carter, 5'9", senior, trying to tackle Chase Burton in open space is a challenge. One receiver each way. It's this same pistol-style formation with Burton behind everybody. This time it's the short back inside Sweeney out to the 50, but no more. Pickup of 4. So it's a nice look to run off of these quarterback runs to hand to the fullback inside, and Shelton Sweeney gains 4.
Absolutely. Shelton Sweeney, 5'9" sophomore. I wonder if he's any kin to the old Daniel Sweeney who used to run the ball for me a long time ago. I'm going to have to do some homework on that.
Yeah, gotcha. It's spelled differently.
Okay, gotcha.
He was S-W-I-N-N-E-Y, and this is S-W-E-E-N.
Got you. So could this be the birth of another Sweeney? Again, Daniel Sweeney was an excellent running back at Mel.
Elijah Smith in on the tackle there for Butler. I like his running style, certainly. Just hits that hole like he means business.
Yes, he does. Only a sophomore.
2nd and 6 at the midfield stripe. Already 14-0 late in the first quarter. Bulldogs looking for more. Whistles blow, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it as well. Minute 35 left in the quarter. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
14-0 Bulldogs. Everything going their way. They take a timeout here just to make sure everything's set. I think Chris Wolf would have to be pretty happy so far, Antoine.
Absolutely. I think right now this is exactly what you're looking for. You want your team to be composed. You want to, you're trying to make a quarterback decision right now. You definitely have the right quarterback in the game. So I think everything's going right on schedule for Mel. Butler, on the other hand, needs to make some plays.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Jordan Williams at some point.
Yes.
And if so, you might see Harris right back out there at receiver. You could do some different things there. But for the moment, Antonio, the quarterback, 2nd and 6 at the midfield stripe. Pistol look, keeps it. Off the left side, makes one man miss, gets outside 45, 40, 35, 30, and he is gone. Nobody is going to catch Antonio Harris in the open field. Touchdown, 50 yards.
I tell you what, man, that was beautiful. I mean, the first man is definitely not getting him down. So I love his speed, love his decision making. I just think he does a lot of things with his Mel team. And like you said, Joe, if you take him out of the quarterback position, you can put him at receiver. You can put him at running back. He plays DB. He does everything. I think Antonio Harris is looking for a great season.
He looks pretty sharp working that left side.
Pretty sharp. U of L commit, correct?
He is.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Absolutely.
And we'll be interested to see how they use him. Probably not at quarterback.
No.
But you've got some options. He's a good receiver. He's a good defensive back. He could be a running back if you wanted him to be.
And, teams run the little wildcat situation still.
True.
I mean, it's still,
not bad to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Henson on for the extra point. 20-0 already. Henson to kick it. Snaps clean. Kick is away true. And it is good. We'll keep it here this time. 21-0 Male now. And, boy, the possibilities now, if you come in with Jordan Williams, you can start throwing the ball now.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
You've showed this spread look, and then you've run out of it. So at some point, you can decide it's time to throw out of it. And
yeah, absolutely. And if you're Male and you're off to this great start, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and start getting everybody some work.
Yeah.
We know what Antonio's going to do.
Yeah, that's true.
We just know. Most of us knew before the game, but now he's showing us. So it's a great chance. I mean, you may want to let him finish the first half. It's still early, but, this is a great opportunity to get some work for a lot of players. Well, we saw Tyson
Kinzel out there taking a lot of snaps in the pregame.
That number 10? Yes.
He's a sophomore.
Yes.
And, he looked pretty comfortable out
Absolutely.
there. He was mentioned as another guy by Coach Wolf who might see some time tonight. So, it's a good situation to be in.
Yeah. And that's a good thing about the Male program. Even when I play for Male, next man up. There's always another athlete waiting for their turn. That's why I like this program.
Yeah. Caden Wilson, Jalen James back to return this kickoff from Henson. He advances on it.
Got a great leg.
Line drive, and that one is going to hit into the end zone. Another touchback. Yeah, boy, it seems like as long as I've been around Male football, they've had a guy who can bury those kickoffs in the end zone.
Joe, I was thinking the same thing. We talk a lot about the skill players, but, man, this kicker, he's really showing some talent. Everything's hitting the end zone. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, you can't do any better than that.
He's kind of tall and big, too, like he can do something else. Tight end, nice size. Teams always looking for kickers.
You do get that. Frederick Douglass had the kicker who was one of their best wide receivers. So, yeah, you can you don't have to specialize. You can do lots of things.
Yeah, they got him listed at 5'4". He's bigger than that.
I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, that is a misprint. That's a misprint.
Antoine says book it. It's a misprint. Cornish and the Butler Bears ready to go on offense. 1st and 10, their own 20. Pistol look here. Cornish hands it off. Right side. Back's got a seam out to about the 23-24. Well, he's still going. Did he lose the ball? I think he's down at the 24.
James tries the right side, picks up great yardage.
James on the carry.
Yeah, that was a great run by James. That was strong, too. Took about 3 or 4 players to get him down. So, again, you might want to keep him in the rotation. He's only a sophomore, too. Plays DB also. Great run, Jaden James.
Well, in fact, the spot is farther back than I thought it was.
Yeah, not
Call
sure
it
about
the 23. Yeah, I thought he got farther than that.
I'm not sure about the spot, but, hey, it was a good hard run against a great defense.
2nd down and 7, final minute of the opening quarter. Cornish has gone all the way at quarterback. Got James beside him. Settles in. Gives James. James trying to work the left side. He gets past one and trips his way out to about the 26-yard line. Good solid running.
Yeah.
Take the yards where you can get them. Keep your offense in a decent position for 3rd down now.
Yeah, I think Butler's going to have to find a way to get some blocking out in front of their backs, though. Because this defense for Male is just on point right now, so they're going to need some more players downfield blocking a little bit on the runs.
Well, Butler's offense is already headed to the sideline, so we will head to the quarter break. After the first quarter, it's been all Male here at Butler, 21-0. The Bulldogs lead the Bears, and quarter number 1 is now officially in the books. We'll be back with the second quarter coming up here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
The second quarter opens with Mayo a 21-0 advantage. Butler with the ball, 3rd and 4 at their own 26. Quarterback James Cornish trying to get something going here. Sends a man in motion left to right and rolls right. Sets, throws, and drop. Would have probably been a first down for Terry Hunter.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of missed opportunities for Butler, too. So, that's a good sign, from the Butler coaches. We have opportunities. You just got to make the catch.
When they get Cornish out on the edge, there's some stuff that's coming open. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, there are some things there that they can learn from and work on down the line, certainly.
Yeah, so I'm sure Coach Reynolds, he would definitely keep that in mind. There have been some opportunities. They just cannot complete the pass. And that was a pretty easy pitch and catch right there, too.
Yeah, they bootlegged him open. But
good route, everything but catching it.
Thinking about the run before the catch, and that's always fatal. You caught a few, how
Oh, yes, caught a lot.
4th and 4, high snap, and he's going to have to run. Cornish trying to get the first down, and he fights his way for it. Well done. First down out at the 31-yard line.
And if you're Butler, that's the break you're looking for. You're looking for anything to go good to get some points on this board.
I don't think that was a called play. I think it was a high snap, and he just took off for dear life. And, you got to give some credit to James Cornish.
Absolutely.
That's a guy who's showing some moxie out there tonight.
Yep, he's showing a lot of leadership out there today.
So moves the chains, keeps the ball in Butler's possession. First down out at the 31 for the Bears.
Butler's got to find a way to build on that, though. I mean, that's that keeps the series going.
It's probably a certain sign that it wasn't a called fake, that the offense now has to kind of regroup and come back out on the field. So, I think we can say that at this point. Take them how you get them. 1st and 10, 31. They run it right side. James spinning, and he gets a couple. That's a gutty run. Picked up 2 or 3, and he was doing some work to get there. Christian White on the stop for Mayo there.
Yeah, that was still a good hard run by Butler. Again, if they can just find a way to get the running backs a hold, give them a little seam, they'll have a chance to break one. The running backs are running hard.
Call that actually a gain of 3. It's closer to the 34 than the 33. 2nd and 7. 10:46 to go in the first half of play. 21-0 Mayo, but Butler already ground out 1 first down and moving the ball out toward midfield here. James Cornish in a pistol look. Takes the snap. Sets right, throws right to the defender. Picked at the 37, back to the 25, and down to about the 22. Brandon Richardson, he couldn't have thrown it to him any cleaner if Richardson had been the receiver.
And you know what's so bad about that? There was a receiver open a little bit deeper. So I'm not sure if he saw it and then changed his mind, But again, terrible turn of events.
Got a flag on the end of this play. Still trying to see what that call is. Richardson went out around the 22, took it back about 15 yards. Couldn't see what the penalty was. Richardson took a pretty good pop.
Yeah, he did.
Going to be an unsportsmanlike on Mayo. So
he
may have taken a little exception to the hit he took. Well, he'll back up the Bulldogs from almost the red zone out closer to midfield after they mark this one off.
I really feel like Butler has something going there. I really hate to see that interception.
Sure.
Those are type series you need to take advantage of when you make plays.
I'm not sure there was enough heat on Cornish. Cornish has been at his best when you put him in some duress. I think he had a clean pocket and thought,
I really think he saw one receiver change his mind and just
They've had some luck with it with the short side, running some guys out, and that time it just broke down. Mayo's going to start at the 40 after the penalty. 1st and 10 there. 10:22 to go in the half. And we do have a change at quarterback. Jordan Williams is in there now. Let's see what changes up. Williams gives Burton. Burton breaks one, down to the 30, down to the 20. Chase Burton. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You can just hand him the ball. 40 yards.
What a show Mayo is putting on today on the ground. Chase Burton, they're having a very hard time getting him down to the ground. The first tackler doesn't have a chance. Good play call by Mayo's offense, too. Keep pounding the ball. There's no reason to change it up. If it's working, let it keep working.
He broke one at the line of scrimmage, and after that, the table was set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Henson on for another extra point. He's 3 for 3.
Hanson getting plenty of work tonight.
Might have to ice his leg more than you, Antoine.
Yeah, I know.
Kick is out of there. That one looked a little low, but it's good. 28-0, 10-11 to go in the half. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Interact, not just blind.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
All going Mayo's way here, 28-0. Bulldogs, a trio of Chase Burton touchdown runs and one by Antonio Harris. Haven't put the football in the air yet, haven't needed to put the football in the air yet.
Yeah, and I suspect they'll keep doing the same thing. I mean, again, this will be a good game to work on some stuff, but I just think Mayo wants to get a big win tonight, get the season start off with a bang.
So far, so good. Caden Wilson, Jaden James back to return Henson's kick. Mayo going right to left from the press box here in quarter number 2. Of course, they switch that up, and the ball blows off the tee.
Yeah.
Henson's going to try to set it back up.
And this is easier said than done, but Coach Reynolds has to keep his team into the game. You know, you still have opportunity to make plays. It is getting a little lopsided, but you still have a whole night of football left.
I was impressed by this team a year ago with their ability to do that. The way that they played 4 quarters hard, and I don't expect different this year. Line drive kick, and this one goes through the hands of the return man, Wilson, and into the end zone for a touchdown. If he could have corralled it, he might could have gotten something, but that ball's coming out of there hard.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's really going good for Butler right now, though.
10-10 in the first half of play. 4 Mayo possessions, 4 Mayo touchdowns.
Yes. If I was Butler, I would just take a deep breath, regroup, try to have a solid series, try to get some points on the board, and protect the ball. No more turnovers.
The legendary Hal Mummy used to say, play the next play.
Yeah, play the next play.
You can't replay the last play. You might as well play the next play.
Absolutely. Man, his offense was high power with Hal Mummy. Oh.
They always had a next play, didn't they?
Yes, they did. He had all the answers.
A running back on either side of the quarterback, James Cornish, this time. And Cornish gives it off. Right side. The back trying to plow his way. He gets a yard or so. That's Daryl Johnson on the carry. Jeff Sledding fought his way forward, gained about a yard.
Man, this Mayo defense is locked in. It looked like Beckett Kennedy. Yep, Beckett Kennedy on the tackle is a 152-pound junior.
Gain of 1 yard.
Second down and 9. A couple of Butler first downs, but they've been unable to string much together. Had an interception last drive. Pistol look this time for Cornish. Got one wide out each way. Hands it off. I believe it's Johnson there on the right side, and he's taken down for a loss. A lot of Mayo players worked their way into the backfield, and Cornelius Williams, one of them.
Yep. Again, this Mayo defense is dialed in. I mean, they are locked in. You can tell they're ready to have a great season. Love what I'm seeing from the Mayo Bulldogs so far.
You know, having some trouble defensively in those scrimmages, maybe that's just the kind of trouble you kind of like to have.
Absolutely.
Because you got some guys' attention.
Absolutely.
They look like they're dialed in, as you say. 3rd and 12. Call it 11, actually. Spotted at the 19. 8:44 to go in the first half. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Now reverse that as the man goes left to right. Cornish to throw. Man open, but it's picked at the 25. Coming back with the ball across the 15. The 10 trying to pick his way down the sideline. He's taken down inside the 5. Didn't quite reach the end zone. Christian Bradley, the man on the pick, almost got the pick 6, but he's taken down at about the 4.
Yeah, man. I mean, Cornish is just kind of giving the ball away right now. I mean, he's under a lot of pressure, but you still have to find a way to take care of the ball. Those interceptions are way too easy. Way too easy.
The Bulldogs will take over in prime position here. 1st and goal at the 4.
There was a flag on the play, face mask against Butler.
Got a face mask as well, so put it down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Mayo's off and rolling.
1st and goal at the 2. Williams, the quarterback. Sweeney is the back behind him. He's under center, something you almost never see anymore. Williams gives Sweeney, works the left side, and he could walk in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Shelton Sweeney with his first touchdown.
Yeah. And I love the fact that they gave the young running back a touchdown. Give him a little taste of the end zone because they will need him at some point in this season. Chase Burke can be having a bad game. You never can have too many running backs. So I really like what Coach Wolf did with the offense. Good job.
Well, we got a flag in.
Oh, wow.
Here.
Not sure what happened.
Apparently after the touchdown.
Okay.
After the play, personal foul against Mayo.
An unsportsmanlike against Mayo after the touchdown.
After the touchdown
does count.
So they'll do that on the.
You take it on the kickoff or you take it on the try? I don't know. Good question. Looks like on the kickoff because they're not moving back. Henson will get another short one. I was going to say maybe we'll get a look at Henson from a little deeper.
Hey, man, he's
we
getting
will
work.
Not. He's 4 of 4 from traditional range, and he'll try a fifth one.
Yeah, Seth Henson's getting work tonight.
And this is the running clock starter if he converts.
No.
We had a Butler player who broke across way early on the snap, and that one's whistled dead. Trying to come off the edge, and he came off sides, yeah. Risk worth taking. Maybe you can fly through and get one. But,
absolutely.
He didn't quite have it timed up.
Got to try something, Joe.
So Henson will try it again a yard closer.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like he's a good, maybe 6 foot tall. I mean, he's a pretty tall kicker.
Taller than 5'4".
Oh, absolutely. I keep looking at this, driving me crazy.
I've been trying to think about it. Like, is he 54 inches? No, that's 4'6". That's not it either. We'll figure it out. It's week 1 for everybody.
Yep.
And now I think we're going to have
it's getting sloppy.
A false start? Yes. That's it. So Mayo moved a yard closer, now moves 5 yards back.
And that's one of the issues with this type of game being lopsided. You got to keep the Mayo players focused. You got to keep the Butler players focused. You got to let them know you still have 2.5 quarters left to play. Really more. So, it's not over. The score's a little lopsided, but you still have football to play.
You've got a lot of freshmen over there right now.
Absolutely.
Their eyes are getting a little big. They're thinking, wait a minute.
Man, I remember those days, Joe.
So this one now from about 25 for Henson.
Oh.
Snaps there. Kick is certainly long enough, and it is good. 35-0 Bulldogs. We'll take the break. Be right back here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
35-0, the Mayo advantage after a near pick six. Starts the Bulldogs off on their 2. Of course, it said running clock, but Jeff Cooper accurately points out to us it's got to be halftime first. And also Steve Bird, he tells us that Henson's 6'3", which sounds a little more plausible than 5'4". The 6'3", Seth Henson, he kicks 15 yards deeper because of a personal foul penalty. Return comes from about the 15. Working the right side, the return man's got an alley across the 40, out to about the 43. And Jaden James, first a nice burst, but at the same time, Antoine, what bothers you right there?
You know what I'm going to say as a big-time competitor? Man, I'm putting my head down. I'm trying to get upfield.
Yeah.
There's no, there's good run, good play. But I saw maybe about 10, 15 more yards in there, though. So is the clock running?
The clock is running. I don't know. Well, it was. Now it's stopped. Okay. So we've got a penalty on the end of that one. Let's see what that does to change it.
Again, if you're Butler, that's something you can build on.
Yeah, he had a nice seam.
Great return.
To your point, I wondered, it was one of those returns where he broke through a wall and there was one more move to be made.
Yeah.
But that sideline was just calling his name.
One more stick and cut up to the middle of the field, he might have been gone. But hey, you got to take what you can get tonight.
I think maybe he was running so hard he just couldn't shift gears there.
That was Jaden James, right? A sophomore?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, he'll learn from that. I'm sure he'll watch film and see there was a couple more yards he could have got on that.
Well, they put it back to the 25, so the penalty on Butler.
Wow.
Backs him up. Blocking the back, apparently. Yeah. Back on each side of Cornish. Hands it Johnson inside, and boy, nothing doing.
Yeah.
A host of male players there on that one. Cornelius Williams. Called his name a couple of times. He's in on that one.
Seen a lot of good football from Mel tonight so far.
Coach Wolf talked about some missed tackles. They spot him forward for a gain of a yard. Not a lot of tackles being missed tonight.
And, you know, of course, during the season, Mel will get tested a little more. You know, you got to keep that in mind as well.
Well, they played Bowling Green, and they've got an explosive offense. Great quarterback, Deuce Bailey. See them tonight or tomorrow night.
The Bowling Green's always good. Yeah,
Bowling Green, Frederick Douglass. We'll have that one.
It's a good one.
2nd and 9. 26-yard line for Butler. Johnson met in the backfield and dropped there. Leonardo Tishner. That's the second time, I think, that I've called his name for a play at or near the line of scrimmage.
Wow, what a great pursuit on that play. Great tackling by the Male Bulldogs.
And a reminder,
gang tackle. Leonardo, he could have brought along Rafael Donatello and Michelangelo on that one.
Man, name them all, Joe.
3rd down and 11 now. Everything going the Bulldogs' way. Butler just a wash in a tide at this point. Trying to get set. Whistles blow, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it as well. 5:52 in the half. We'll be back. 35-0 Male here on Glycod.
Not just blind. Blind to wrecked, not just blind.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
35-0. Male Bulldogs, everything looking sharp here in week 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're Male, you want to stay disciplined. You don't want to form any bad habits, you know, for moving forward for the rest of the season. It's a great way to start the season, so you want to end this game the way you started it.
Big Male fan contingent here tonight across the way, Antoine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you know, Male travels. Male fans travel.
It's not a long drive, but still, yeah, nice to see the Male partisans come to support their team. 3rd and 11 here, 24-yard line for Butler. Cornish drops to throw, a lot of heat coming. Ducks around 1, ducks around 2, ducks around 3, won't duck around 4. He's taken out of bounds with a short gain. It's going to be 4th and long.
Yeah, and that was a great run by Cornish. He's running for his life, but as you can see, there's Male defenders all over the field, man.
Solomon Conley helping track him down. Well, that's a guy we've seen do that for a few years.
Over and over, yes.
Yeah.
I expect to see him at the next level somewhere as well.
Oh, absolutely. Now, you and I were talking before kickoff on how a lot of guys are kind of flying under the radar, and maybe we'll have to go to a smaller school and prove their way up.
Absolutely.
Before.
Recruiting's definitely different
They
now.
would have been picked up by a bigger team. 4th down and 8. Kind of a confused look here. Cornish takes the snap, and he's going to kick it. He does. It's a high, short kick that's going to turn over, hit just shy of midfield, rolls down, and down to about the 40-yard line. And one thing that I can guarantee is Steron Davidson is going to hear from Coach Wolf, who's going to say, it's not Davidson, I'm sorry, it's Colin Jefferson who's going to say, get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Catch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one time you form a bad habit, it's going to touch you. I have seen that happen in a big game before, too.
That ball rolled all
get out of the way.
Yeah.
No reason to risk it.
A 1st down Mayo, their own 40. Clock's running now at 4:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Bulldog offense huddled up on the sideline. Waiting on some final words of wisdom from Coach Wolf. 15 years for Coach Wolf.
Wow.
It's a pretty good lifespan for a coach. And,
absolutely.
I definitely think the fire's still burning strong. As long as he wants to do it, he'll do it.
He is definitely one of the best coaches we've seen in a while. There's no getting around that.
Yeah. It's a proud program, and he stands alongside any of them.
Absolutely. A lot of great coaches at Male High School.
Jordan Williams, the quarterback. He's got trips to his right. No, actually 2 that way. They hand it off inside. A nice back carry there inside. The fullback picks up 8. And that was Shelton Sweeney just picking his way for about 8 yards.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing from the sophomore. Shelton Sweeney, man, he's showing a lot of maturity for a sophomore. And, again, that's what I like about the male program. They keep the young players involved, so when it's their turn, they're ready to go.
Jaquel Jackson on the tackle, 8-yard gain, though.
And, to win a state championship, at some point you're going to need everybody at some point.
Bunched up formation this time for Williams. He's under center. A relic of old-timey football. He hands it off. It's Sweeney, first down across midfield. Just trying to put his head down, and he drives down to about the 45. Like the way that young man runs.
Yeah. He's short, so he's low to the ground, so he's tough to tackle. But, man, he showed a lot of push with his legs. Great job.
Alexander on the tackle, but we got a flag back in the backfield. The Butler player's on his back. I think we're going to have a break while they tend to the injured Bear. 35-0 Male, nearing halftime here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
So a personal foul penalty backs up the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 now, their own 38 after the flag. Injured Butler player helped to the sideline. Jordan Williams, still a quarterback for the Bulldogs, settles in. Backs behind him and hands it. I believe that's Sweeney picking his way out to about the 43. Gain of about 5.
Yeah, Sweeney did a great job hitting that hole too, man. He got there real fast. We'll take 5 yards.
So 2nd down and about 5. Elijah Smith on the stop for Butler, and they got another player down. Well, we will take yet another break here as they tend to this injured Butler player. 2:04 to go in the half. 35-0 Male here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And we're back, 35-0 Male. I think the Butler player, Christopher Lauderdale, looked like he just had a cramp.
Yeah.
He's coming off, but the warm evening in the low 80s, and he's feeling it just like the rest of us.
Yeah, it's the first game of the season. There's going to be a lot of teams around the state dealing with cramps tonight.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
2nd down, about 6 to go at the 43. Jeff Cooper says, got to hit the pickle juice. That's right.
Yes, and that's what I used. It was my go-to.
Trips left to right for Jordan Williams, who's going to throw. He fires down the field. It's intercepted at the 30-yard line. Butler brings it back 40, down to about the 46. Marquise Carter jumped it and intercepted it.
I tell you what a great job by Marquise Carter, 5'9", 130-pound senior. That was an excellent break on that ball. The pass kind of floated a little bit, but again, as a DB, you want to get it at this highest point, and that's what number 5 Marquise Carter did. Great job, Marquise Carter.
That's exactly what I was saying. High point the football. That's what you teach. Spotted at the 45. Butler not realizing the clock's running. It's a minute 15. If you're going to get something out of this, you got to get while the getting's good.
So did we confirm that the clock does run first half still?
The clock is running.
All right.
Must have changed it.
Yep.
We'll leave the theory of how it should be for the lawyers, and we'll go with the theory of how it is. So,
great job, Marquise Carter.
First down, 45-yard line, handed off Johnson, trying to work that right side. He gets a couple, but that's going to be it.
Yeah, this Butler offense, they have to find a way to get the ball turned upfield, man. They just need a little bit more blocking out there. The D-line from Males is doing a great job getting a large push.
Steron Davidson on the tackle, actually only give him a yard.
Yep.
Clock's running the whole time, so admittedly Butler not really designed for a quick strike here, but probably going to have one more play regardless.
Again, Butler's showing signs of some great things, man. Just got to put it together.
Yeah, that's it. 2nd and 9, 46-yard line, final seconds of the half, 35-0 Male. Butler just taking their time, 10 seconds now. Quarterback drops to throw. Cornish is going to heave one. He's got a man. He's open. He ran him out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Ooh. Boy, he got the release. Terry Hunter, but he couldn't get the ball. 35-0, and we head to intermission. We'll be back to recap the first half, catch you up on scores from around the area, and tell you what's going to be coming up in half number 2. Half number 1 goes the way of the Bulldogs. They're up 35-0. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Halftime finds us with Mayo on the high end of a 35-0 advantage. And, boy, everything that Coach Wolf talked about, we've pretty much seen come to fruition in terms of, we need to improve on that. We've got to do better with that. Well, they've done better with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much played a flawless first half until the interception, of course. But that was the first pass of the night. Kind of floated on the new quarterback.
It did.
But other than that, man, I think Mel, you couldn't ask for anything better. They had a couple personal foul penalties, I think, that they didn't, that weren't necessary. So I'm sure he'll say something to them about that at halftime, stay disciplined. Man, but other than that, there's really nothing to complain about if you're Mel.
They're gathered down in the end zone around a big white truck. I see that. So it's an interesting setup here at Butler. They're going through the same renovation process as everybody else.
Yep.
So I always appreciate our folks here at Butler to host us, and the band doing a great job right now with their halftime show. For Butler, it's not been a half without some promise. They've had some good moments. It's just a matter of putting one good play into two, and two into three, and three into a drive, and some points. It's been a problem.
Yeah, and then, also taking advantage of your opportunities. You get an interception, then you come right back with another turnover, get right back to Mel. Just little things like that. You have to make something happen in games like this. But again, I think Butler's still growing. I think the coaching staff of Butler's still growing. So I expect them to get better as the season progresses.
Absolutely. Before we go any further, time to catch you up on what else is going on out there. And tonight's scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway, 502-968-5657 as far as scores. St. X out on Floyd Central, 28-14. That one early in the second quarter, so a lot of points there. 7-3, Trinity over Bryan Station. That's always an interesting week one matchup. That one's at the end of the first quarter. Tate's Creek, a 14-6 edge on Eastern late in the first. Got Central out 14-0 on DuPont Manual midway through the second quarter.
That's a big one.
And then early still in the first quarter, but North Oldham a 7-3 advantage at Fern Creek. And then the last score I've got to pass along, Taft, a tough team to play from Cincinnati, named, of course, for the 27th President William Howard Taft.
Yep.
And they've got a 13-0 edge on the Panthers of PRP. That one late in the first quarter. Encourage you always to keep an eye on glycod.com. Besides the many other games that we've got, and keep you up to date on scores. And, boy, just a bumper crop of good games.
Yes.
Everybody just dives right in. It's still August, but those games, they look like mid-season matchups.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, here in Kentucky, Indiana as well, man, everyone's waiting on high school football. So, you have to be ready to go when you're these teams coming into these arenas, these stadiums. And so, again, I just think Mel is living up to the hype tonight. Butler has to do a little work. But, again, this is going to be an exciting football season. I can't wait.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. And then, of course, I want to remind everybody, I mentioned it earlier, but tomorrow we will have the Frederick Douglass and Bowling Green game. That one's going to be played at Western Kentucky University. It's a 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff. It's the second game of a doubleheader. Again, two of the top teams in the state. Looking forward to bringing you that one, and we will have it again here on Glycod. Stay with us. It's a long season. We'll be with you every step of the way. But in week one, the first step being taken by the Male Bulldogs. They're up 35-0 at halftime. We'll talk about it a little more coming up here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
The Butler Band playing an excellent halftime show. It's a shame it hasn't gone as well for the Gridiron Bears, but the Marching Band Bears, they're in mid-season form, Antoine.
Absolutely. I'm over it dancing a little bit. I ain't going to lie, man. Great performance. Great performance.
That's awesome. So let's recap that first half and for a look at our first half scoring from German American Bank. Strengthening communities since 1910. It's an all-male report.
Yep.
Chase Burton, 5-yard touchdown run, 9:08 to go in the first quarter. That came on the opening possession of the game. Hence an extra point. In many ways, that just set the tone for everything that followed. Burton struck again, 8-yard touchdown run, 6:59 to go in the quarter. Henson again on the extra point. And then probably one of the more electric plays that you'll see on this Friday night, Antonio Harris, sometimes cornerback, sometimes wide receiver, now quarterback, took off left, 50-yard touchdown run, minute 21 to go in the opening quarter. Henson's point makes it 21-0. Not much changed in quarter number 2. Burton with a third touchdown, this time after the 5-yard and the 8-yarder earlier. He broke off a big one. This one went 40 yards to pay dirt, 10-11 to go in the second quarter. Henson's point makes it 28-0. And then they involved the young guys, spread the wealth around. Sophomore Shelton Sweeney with his first touchdown, a 2-yard scoring plunge. Henson's extra point, 35-0. And that has been all she wrote.
Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Male's putting up extraordinary numbers on the ground. I think Antonio Harris has put a gap on who's going to be the starting QB. I know we still have time to go a couple more games and pray, for Coach Wolf to get this figured out. But, I think I want him running the show if I'm in a championship game. So I really like what I'm seeing from Male so far. Again, they will have tougher games moving forward. No disrespect to Butler. So, again, this is a slight test. I know they're looking for a real test. But, again, I like what I'm seeing from Male.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside, be back with the second half. Coming up shortly, 35-0 Male here on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Halftime, and the Male Bulldogs are having the kind of night where, to explain this a little bit, they put up 12 minutes for halftime, and then when the 12-minute expires, another 3 minutes goes up. It's the way it's always been. It's the way we've gotten used to, and then in an off-season, you forget it. The 12 minutes ran off, and Male's out there to kick the ball off. The officials have come over and said, no, it's not that.
Yeah, Male's ready to go.
Now they set the clock to 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
They're running from there. So I think the officials were probably just more interested in getting the clock running than
absolutely
the correct number, which the clock now is not running. But we were talking in the break about Male's schedule, and it gets rugged in a hurry after tonight.
As well it should. I mean, with a program like this, you want to be tested night in, night out to get ready for make a championship run.
Now, Ballard at St. X, Trinity. That's the next three, and two of those on the road at Ballard and at Trinity. There is an off week between St. X and Trinity, but, young team that's going to have to do a lot of growing up in a hurry. And, hey, no time like the present. It doesn't get a lot easier from there. They go to Frederick Douglass on October 4th.
Ooh.
Play Bullitt East on the road October 25th. I know there's still some high feelings from that. Bullitt East, of course, beat Male in the state championship game 2 seasons ago. And of course, Manual at the end, and those two, that is a rivalry older than time, just about.
Absolutely. It was one of the longest in the country, right? Is it the longest? Or
maybe
one or two? Yeah.
Male always, I know, number 2 all-time in wins. Valdosta, Georgia. Stays a handful of wins ahead. But maybe one of these days Valdosta gets a down year.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, that Male Manual game, you can throw the records out the window. That game is such a rivalry, man. Oh, those games were so fun when I was at Male, I tell you.
We've seen some crazy stuff.
All the stuff we used to do.
Now we're ready. Your second half, Male's going to kick it off. Right to left here in the second half, and the kickoff from Henson sails into the end zone for another touchback.
Is that another end zone kick by Henson?
Yep. It's what he does.
Yeah, strong leg.
Well, we never really did get the whole 3-minute business down, but in any case, we're ready. We're playing football.
That's right.
For some reason, the clock has stopped, which that doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, it's everybody's week one, not just ours.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
they'll get it. But we are in a running clock situation, though, so it is what it is.
Definitely are, but it's definitely not running. So James Cornish, the 5'9" junior, is the quarterback. Well, they have him at 5'9". Steve Bird has him at 6 feet. I'm going to go with Steve Bird. He looks taller than 5'9".
He does. He does. He does.
Odd to see a team put their heights shorter than they are. Cornish has got 2 receivers left, one right. And he hands it off. Backside. Back on the carry. Picks up a few out to about the 27. A nice little run right there for Jaden James.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the second half off. You can tell these young men are still into the game. Great call to go to Jaden James. He's a sophomore. Get him some touches. So let's see what Butler can do this third quarter.
Christian Bradley on the stop. Ball's out to the 27. So call it a second down and about 3 there. Nice run. Butler's got 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. James the running back. Beside Cornish. Cornish looks it over. Now sends a man in motion left to right. Looks right, throws right. It's caught. It's behind the line and blown up. It's going to go for loss. Terry Hunter caught it, but not sure that he doesn't wish he hadn't caught it. And that one got blown up in a hurry, and Javion Dorsey, the man there to blow it up.
Yeah, that play had no chance. Male read that extremely well. It's almost like they knew what the play call was. So great job out of Male defense.
Loss of 2 back to the 25. So 3rd and 5 there. Opening possession of quarter number 3. 35-0 Male. Butler hasn't crossed the midfield stripe yet. 2 receivers each way for the Bears. They're taking their time getting to the line.
Yeah.
Looks like it's wearing them down a little. Cornish and the gun. Raises a leg, sends that man left to right. He stacks the formation with 3 receivers that way. Now takes the snap and looks right to throw. Late rush coming. Throws. In between a handful of players. Incomplete. Nobody home for that one.
Yeah, it was a dangerous pass, but, I mean, you had three receivers in the area, man. Somebody's got to want the ball, too.
Yeah, I think the problem was there were about 3 defenders in the area, too. So, yeah, everybody was in the area on that one.
But as a former All-State receiver, at some point you have to help your quarterback out. There's plenty of times where Redmond, there was nothing there, but he trusted I was going to go up and get the ball. So as a receiver, you have to help your quarterback out at all times.
Looks like Carlos Wheeler back to return a punt now. Cornish is the punter as well as the quarterback. Clock running here in quarter number 3, 35-0 Male. Butler was down a player and send one on. Now they've got 11. 4th and 5, Cornish will kick it. It's off the side of his foot, very short. Hits at the 42 and kicks upfield. And it's going to roll. It's going to end up being a punt of about 8 yards. It's going to die at about the 33-yard line of Butler.
Yeah, a field position has really been a killer for Butler today. You can't continue to give Male, the ball on the 30-yard line and stuff like that. It's just too easy for them to score. So.
Well, that's been it. Butler hasn't crossed midfield, and Male, I'm not sure Male's hardly crossed the other side of midfield. They've taken over with a lot of short fields.
Absolutely. So, again, that's just another area that Butler can grow on, as the season moves on.
Now we have another quarterback change. Tyson Kenzel.
All right.
Sophomore in there looking to go. 5'7", sophomore. Kenzel under center. Play fake, and he rolls out. Looks to throw. Fires downfield. Caught. Down to the 20, down to the 15, the 10, the 5. Did he take it?
Wow.
Yes, he did. Touchdown.
New quarterback Tyson Kenzel.
What a play. Cam Angelini, the man on the spot. Touchdown.
Camden Angelini, a senior. Well, I'll tell you what, there may be a little question who the better passer could be out of the 3 quarterbacks. Tyson Kenzel threw a heck of a strike. to number 5. I like the play action. He looked like a real quarterback out there. So let's keep our eye on number 10, Tyson Kinsel, sophomore quarterback.
Way to start.
Yes, love the first play. Love the play call by Coach Wood with the confidence in the quarterback as well. Great pass, Tyson Kinsel.
That's a way to get your name in the book.
Absolutely. Beautiful strike to come off the bench like that.
Angelini was down that sideline like he was shot out of a cannon. A couple of guys a little deeper into the bench getting a chance and showing what they can do. And a botched snap, and Jefferson picks it up and tries to run, and now he's going to just chuck it. He throws it up. There's a bunch of Butler players that's incomplete.
Yep.
41-0. We will take a quick break here on Glycod in quarter number 3.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Yeah.
We're back. Clock running here. 41-0 Mail. The extra point no good. Bad snap. And then Colin Jefferson just ran for his life. He won up and nobody home on that one. But, we're kind of still marveling about the nice look there from Tyson Kinsel, the sophomore quarterback. Just sat in a pocket, looked comfortable, threw a dart to Angelini, and Angelini took it the rest of the way.
It was a beautiful play. Beautiful play. I'm very impressed by that.
Only the second pass from Mail tonight and the first completion. So.
Yeah. So the quarterback experiment has been a positive tonight.
Got a change at kicker here for the Bulldogs. It's a line drive kick that's going to come down. It's about the 5. Nice return out to the 20. James trying to get on the edge, and he cannot. Dorsey there to turn him in and take him down at about the 20-yard line. Nicely done.
Yeah, a lot of team speed. And these are not even the starters, I don't think, for Mail. And they're flying around, just looking super athletic tonight.
Reese Varisco, the young man who did the kickoff, did a pretty good job. Got it down there to the 5, and Butler actually backed up. Well, they'll put it out to the 20, so about where it would have been had it been a touchback. You can't complain with that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of sophomores getting some playing time here for Mail, man, so the future's looking bright to have confidence in sophomores.
Yeah.
I love what I'm seeing. Great coaching to get your young players involved, too.
Cornish still in there for Butler. 41-0 midway through the third quarter. He's in that pistol look they've used much of the night. Gives Johnson, and he is hit in the backfield, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's still on his feet with nowhere to go.
Mail swarming the ball pretty well. Those plays in the middle of the line just has not come through much for Butler tonight.
Yes, there's just not a lot going on. Again, it starts up front, and just Mail has dominated offensively and defensively up front. So that's where it starts.
Call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Inside 5 minutes to play, quarter number 3. Clock running with a 41-0 advantage for the Bulldogs. As Butler tries to get something going. 2nd down. Cornish is going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Uses that pistol look again. Tried to send a man in motion, nearly sent 2 in motion. Now he's got 2 receivers right. He's usually going to roll that way, and he does. And he looks to throw. Pressure comes. He's just going to run. Makes a 20, spins out to about the 23 or 24.
Back to action as James Cornish.
And I really believe that as the season goes on, you're going to see Cornish get better and better each week, each day of practice. Again, it's tough to come out here against a high-powered team like Mail. You don't have a lot of blocking out there, so he's just kind of on an island. So I really do think he's got a lot of potential. He wants to run the ball. I think he sees the field fairly well. Just got to make better decisions and just continue to grow.
Cornish picked up 4. Dorsey brought him down for Mail. 3rd and 6 now. 24-yard line. Two receivers right, 1 left. Cornish likes to roll that direction.
Yep.
Mail sends an extra defender over to that side. Single back with Cornish. Cornish rolls right. Big
blitz.
Pressure, boy. They had a group meeting back there at the quarterback. Dorsey's one of the guys back there, but there were several other. Nehemiah Slimmons, another man in there. There's all kinds of players back there.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a defensive call, man. It was a blitz, and everybody's lane was open. You know, Cornish was in trouble back there.
Yeah, it looked about like the play from the longest yard where they're trying to punish the quarterback.
That's a good one, Joe. Yeah.
Just everybody came free. Poor James Cornish had to think, what did I do?
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Now he's got a punt.
O'Mail preparing to return it. Snaps there. Cornish to kick it.
Good kick.
Line
Decent.
drive kick. Return from the 45, trying to get outside. Return man makes the 40, and a flag comes in. Have to check the flag. See what the penalty was. I was trying to pick up the number on the return man. I think he's 17.
Yeah, it was 17 on the return.
I don't have a 17. So
Nope, not on the roster. I'm sure I don't. So we'll see if we can find something out on that.
Yeah.
But that was a great tackle.
Yeah, and apparently
Jaden James
is going to back up a little more. I think they're going to send the Bulldogs moving backward here.
Yeah, I saw two players down here kind of, going at it a little bit.
It will back up the Bulldogs. Yep. We'll still get the ball.
And see, for Coach Wolf, this is a great coaching point. Like, why are we getting penalties? Why we just need to get out of here with health and a win. There's no reason for all the extra stuff.
Holding penalty backs him to midfield. Inside 2 minutes to go, quarter number 3, with the running clock, everything moving quickly. I think it's still Kenzel in there. Looks like it is. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Looks to the sideline. And Kenzel going to keep it. Kenzel.
Oh!
He's got 4 or 5, 6 or 7. Got about 8 yards before they knock him down. And, he shows a little elusiveness there. Nicely run.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I know it's late in the game. It's a lopsided score, but I'm telling you, this Tyson Kenzel, keep your eye on him. He showed a lot of athleticism right there. I didn't know he had the good feet like that.
We got an injured player, and we're going to take a break while they tend to the Butler Bear, who's down. Third quarter almost over, 41-0 Mail here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
A second out of 3, still got a Butler player down, and now they're helping him to his feet.
Looked like another cramp in the
game.
game.
He tried to go off on his own and just couldn't make it too far. Bless him. Yeah, he's up now and kind of hopping his way off. Julian Harris.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, those of us who have played pretty much any sport, man, you know what a cramp is. They are inevitable. They're going to happen. So you got to stay hydrated. Again, like Coop said, pickle juice was my go-to, and it does work.
Yeah. Yeah, he's stretching out on the sideline.
Yeah.
He'll probably be back.
This is normal.
2nd and 2, Bulldogs, final minute of quarter number 3. Kenzel, the quarterback. He keeps it, and he's hit in the middle of the line and driven back. That time probably needed to hand it off. Keanu Kalani James on the tackle.
That's a great job out of Butler defense.
3rd and 3.
Third down. And they're going to mark it at about the 43. Call it a loss of a yard. I don't think Mayo has to run another play. We're inside the final half minute. We'll see if they do.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, though.
They're breaking the huddle with about 22 seconds, so we'll see 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 43. 14 seconds. Kenzel. He's in the shotgun. Everybody's bunched in pretty tight around him. 5 seconds. He does take the snap. Looks to throw. Throws. It's caught just short of the marker and well covered by Butler. It'll be a 4th down and about a yard when we open quarter number 4 on the other side of this break. Mayo 41, Butler nothing here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
4th down and a yard to go as we open quarter number 4. Mayo is going to go for it. Haven't seen the punter tonight, and we won't hear.
4th and 1. You think quarterback sneak, Joe?
It could be. Kinzel's up under center. They're in pretty tight around him. Of course, I wouldn't go against the play fake either. He drops the snap. Well, now he dives on it, and I think he dove on it for the first down.
Well, we'll take quarterback heat.
That's what it is. It's not the way you draw it up in the playbook. The ball was on the ground, but it sat on the ground, and he dove on it, past the yard marker to gain, so a 2-yard pickup for a first down.
Yeah, but that's an example of how everything's pretty much going well for Mayo tonight. It's just one of those nights, you know.
Now, you know Chris Wolf's not going to be thrilled with the ball on the ground on 4th and 1.
Not at all.
But it worked out here. First down. Tyson Kinzel, a little baptism by fire here.
Mm-hmm.
Young quarterback is under center here. Turns around and hands it off. The back gets outside, gains of about 3, but a flag comes in late in an area one would traditionally expect holding. Christopher Lauderdale on the tackle. Let's see the flag. It is on Mayo. It'll come back.
That was a great pursuit by the Butler defense, too. That's one of the better pursuits of the day, tonight.
Number 31 tries the left side. Got a lot of yards, but that's because there was a holding on the play. Holding manual. Backs the ball way back.
Mayo backed up to the Butler 49. So now first down and 20, we'll call it.
Yeah. And, you know, this gives Coach Wolf another opportunity to do some more coaching. You know, it's a blowout win, but you still want something to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, and penalties will be one of them.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I played with the legendary Coach Redmond. There was no such thing as a great game. No such thing.
That's something one of his old teams played, right?
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
Not you guys currently. First down at 20. Shotgun formation this time. Kinzel hands it off, working the left side, the back down to the 45, 44, grinds his way down to about the 43. Cornelius Barnett on the carry there. Able to pick up some good yards, half a dozen or so.
Yep, another good carry. Cornelius Barnett getting some playing time. The Butler defense looked a lot better here in the fourth quarter, though. I will say that.
Yeah. More discipline, not giving up the big gash plays. And actually, they spot that at the 41. So a nice gain there makes it second down at about 12. 9:38 in the clock running. 41-0 Mayo. Issue long since decided.
And you know, right now, if you're Butler, you just kind of want to see your players continue to play hard, represent themselves, and stay healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a point of pride for Coach Jake Reynolds, I know. And again, no reason to see anything different tonight. Kinzel in the gun. Play fake. Now he'll keep it across the 40, the 35 to the 34, and a late flag comes in. Again, back in the area where one would think holding.
Tell you, man, Tyson Kinzel's got some real quick feet, man. He's a lot faster than what he looks.
Yeah.
See a lot of potential in this young man.
Get helped with those holding penalties.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another penalty on Mayo?
Yep. Another hold. Keanu Kalani James on the tackle, but the Bulldogs moving backward. Like you say, it's a little Monday morning fuel here.
Absolutely.
Or Saturday morning fuel, probably.
I call this film room action. When you watch this on the film, you're going to go crazy. Then you realize you didn't play as good as you thought.
Yeah.
Film always lets you know that. You thought you played good, go back and watch the film. Oh, man, we left a lot on the field.
You might fool coach in the moment. You're not going to fool the eye in the sky.
That's right. Film is important.
Second and 22 now as we're down to 8:18 to go in the ball game. Kinzel in the gun, everybody bunched in tight. Kinzel looks to throw, sets deep, fires over the middle, caught. Now the 45, the 40, 35, 30, 25, down to about the 22-yard line. Looks like it's James Clark who made the play there.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of different names getting called again. And like you said, James Clark, he's a 6'3", 370-pound junior. So another fairly young player. Again, I really like what Coach Wolf is doing to get a lot of players involved who they're going to need in the future.
Kenzel's got a nice arm for these intermediate routes.
He does.
You can just sit down and he'll zip it in there.
He does. He got a lot of zip on. I noticed that, Joe.
He's throwing some smoke. 25-yard line now for the Bulldogs. First down. So they're out of the hole. See what they do with it now. Two receivers right, one left. Kenzel hands it off. Back inside, down to the 20. Tries to spin free. That won't happen. Number 31 on the carry there. And again, apologize. It's, again, week one, so a few of these names not as forthcoming as I'd like them to be, but we'll sort that out.
Absolutely. And again, this Butler defense is playing a lot better.
Yeah, swarming the ball. Camion Lockridge there. He's a freshman. Got some good experience.
And you're looking for anything you can build on. I think you can build on this.
Second down and 5, down about the 21-yard line. Call it the 20. Kenzel drops to throw, sets, fires, caught at the 20. Turning up, 15, taken down at about the 13-yard line, a first down. Let's see the young man who caught it. I thought he had on 10, but that doesn't make sense because that's Kenzel's number, so I don't think Kenzel threw it to himself. It must be 18, must be Leon Melvin who we're looking at.
Yep, Leon Melvin's a freshman.
Xavier Mays on the stop, first down.
Another completion by Kenzel, though. He's looking real comfortable back there making these passes, too.
Taking him down the field to the 13. He's already thrown one touchdown.
Yeah.
Say, I see what you're doing out there, Antonio Harris, but who's got the passing touchdown
Absolutely.
lead so far?
I love it.
He's up under center. Play fake. He's got room. He's going to fire it. It dropped. It was open in the end zone and dropped. That was another one of those passes where he tried to just find a man sitting down and went right through the hands of Andrew Verbancic.
And, Joe, I'm going to tell you, I am a huge fan of quarterbacks who can do this play action. Because when I played quarterback, I couldn't do it for anything. This play action that Kenzel did just now was amazing. For him to be coming off the bench and not playing the whole game, he's got a lot of potential out here. Great job, Tyson Kenzel. The pass was just dropped.
It's actually Jamil Parker who couldn't come up with that. Verbancic, the veteran, he's 88, and it's number 89 on that one, Parker. Second down and 10. Again, not to alibi, but the corners from here at Butler not the most visible. Inside 5 minutes, second down and 10. Bulldogs at the Bear 13, whistles blow, and I think we're going to have a timeout. We will. We'll take it as well. 4:46 on the clock. 41-0 Mayo here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And we're back, 41-0. Mayo in control. Scored 35 first half points, and they just kind of cruised home to this point. And seeing if they can put up another score. The third string quarterback, Tyson Kenzel, has done a good job here, taking him down. He's got one touchdown already and has led them into the red zone a second time. Kenzel's in the shotgun here. Peyton Ladd beside him, the running back, and now Ladd swings out as a receiver, and he's going to throw it to Ladd, and he threw it about 3 yards over Ladd that time.
Yeah.
He's been incredibly accurate, and that time, whether it was the nerves or
well, he had a tall
sailed on him a little.
He had a tall defender coming at him with his arms up, kind of jumped. So I just think he wasn't able to put touch on the pass.
Yeah.
But again, those are growing pains. Yeah. You know, those are growing pains because you had an open receiver. Got to find a way to dump it and get it to him.
So third down and 10 now.
I think Kenzel, he's showing that he's definitely worth, the work, putting the work into him to get him ready to play.
Yeah, from the little bit that we've gotten
Absolutely.
a chance to see
Absolutely.
tonight, he certainly looks the most adept of the male quarterbacks at a passing style offense at this point. But we'll learn more of that. Didn't see Harris put it in the air. So 3rd and 10, Kenzel to throw. Sets, wide open, caught. First down near the end zone, stretching out, and he's a yard shy. Almost got it in there.
But short of the goal line.
Khalil Foreman, I believe, is the target on that one.
Tyson Kenzel showing a lot of maturity right now, man. Again, for him to be a sophomore, I really feel like he's doing a great job.
At halftime at Central.
1st and goal at the 1. Inside 4 minutes to play. Kenzel, man, it's a long way over to that bench right now. He's getting in his conditioning work, jogging back and forth for these play calls as we wind down to 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, you don't see that much, for each play. I know sometimes they have to run over, but a lot of them have it on their arms now, don't they?
Yeah. Still in the gun here. Ladd is the back beside Kenzel. 1st and goal at the 1. Kenzel keeps it himself. Dives ahead. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
Well deserved.
Touchdown, Kenzel. Oh, he threw one, and now he ran for one.
He is quietly putting up some great numbers.
Yeah.
Great numbers. Again, a lot of different players from Male have contributed tonight, so Coach Wilson and his staff should be extremely ecstatic about that. I couldn't even get it out, Joe. I'm sorry. They should be pleased with that.
Easy for you to say. Andrew.
Absolutely.
So the extra point forthcoming. Jefferson still the holder, and another bad snap, and Jefferson again has got to take off, and he gets dragged to the ground. Nothing doing. 47-0. We'll take one final break and then be back with the conclusion here on Glycod. Male all over Butler. Stay tuned.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So you're sitting up in the press box just like a big container of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah, they're truly running the clock. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Get out of here.
Yes.
IPOG.
Now, whenever. May not run another play.
Yeah.
That was number 23, James on.
James on the kickoff there. Takes it out to about the 28-yard line, and that might do it. 47-0 clock running down to the final 34 seconds. I don't see any signs that the Butler offense is going to take the field, and I think that is going to finish us. The Bears get in line to make the walk across midfield and shake hands with the male Bulldogs.
Have a good evening.
Clock trickles down. Nobody's going to run another play. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. And so, you can put week 1 in the book. Male Bulldogs 47, Butler Bears 0. And it's a wrap. Stay tuned. We'll bring it back, recap it, tell you tonight's most outstanding players, get you up on scoreboard action. Males a 47-0 winner here on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
And we're back, 47-0, the Male margin here in the season opener over Butler. Boy, the second the clock at 0 inch on that score came off the board. I think Butler would just as soon forget about week one, but not so much for Male. Really, nothing cures the ills like winning, and after a couple of rough scrimmages, they get on the board in a good way to start the season.
Absolutely. This is a great win for Male. You know, there were some mistakes here and there, which is why you go back, watch film, fix the mistakes, but I thought I saw a lot of talent out here tonight. I saw a lot of young men who are ready for a great season this season. Good job, Male.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1-0 for Male, 0-1 for Butler, but there's plenty of other action tonight. We'll talk about that, and we will catch you up on our most outstanding players from this 47-0 Male victory here in week one over Butler. Stay tuned from Black Cloud. More coming up after this.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Lines Direct, not just blinds. Lines Direct, not just blinds.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Male a 47-0 win over Butler here in the season opener. Before we go any farther, time for a look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank. Strengthening communities since 1910. That's German American Bank. Not a ton of scoring in the second half. What with the running clock, it was 35-0 at intermission. We only had 2 scores in the second half. The first one, Cam Angelini hauls in a 33-yard scoring pass from the reserve quarterback from Male, Tyson Kenzel, who had a nice game, 33 yards on that one. Came with about 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Extra point failed, never really got away. The snap got away from the holder there, Colin Jefferson. So no extra point, 41-0. And then with about 3 minutes to go in the game, Kenzel put it in the end zone again, a 1-yard quarterback run. Again, the extra point failed. That one came again just inside of 3 minutes to go in the ball game with the running clock, 47-0 at that point, and that was the final score. And, you know, you can't help but feel like the Bulldogs could have picked the score tonight, Antoine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they were really, really rolling tonight. Antonio Harris got the team off to a good start on offense. The defense was dialed in the whole night. A lot of good play calling. I just saw a lot of good things from Mel. But, again, they will be tested in the near future. And I think it's going to be important to see how they respond to tougher teams moving forward.
Yeah, week 2 against Ballard. And, you know, the calendar has to turn immediately for them. You and I can think about game 1 for a while, but for them, the Ballard week starts.
Absolutely.
About the time that clock hits 0 tonight. We're going to take one more break. We will be back to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. And, boy, a lot of candidates for me. But we've narrowed it down. We've got our pick. And an outstanding gentleman from Butler as well. Honor them both on the other side of this break. Stay tuned to Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Mayo a 47-0 winner over Butler. And boy, nobody's going to beat that Butler band. We've talked about it all night. They're rocking strong still.
Still going.
Now. Yeah. Gotta love it. And before we go any further, tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor for Mayo, well, there were a lot of good neighbors.
Yes.
A lot of guys who could have been honored here. Antonio Harris looked razor sharp running that offense, had a 50-yard touchdown run. Didn't see any passing, but we didn't need to see any passing.
Yep.
He was nice. Got to give a tip of the hat to Tyson Kensel. Threw a touchdown, ran in a touchdown. He had a nice game. Young Shelton Sweeney did a good job. A lot of guys on defense. Dorsey
Man.
called that name a lot tonight. And, he's a guy who will be key for them moving forward. Brandon Richardson had a nice interception. Christian Bradley had a nice interception. But the guy we went to, he was the feature back. He had 3 touchdown runs. Don't have any official numbers. I'm sure he was over 100 yards.
Yes.
Probably more like 150 and didn't get a ton of carries to do it. But Chase Burton, he was the man tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job today. I thought he did a good job of setting the tempo for the game. You know, and Antonio Harris came out on fire. But I just think Chase Burton was what Mayo needed, to show that they can run the ball. And when they come in town, you better be ready for the running game.
Absolutely. For Butler, our MOP, Marquise Carter. Carter had a nice interception in the first half, had a good game out there, very active around the football defensively, and Butler can find some things like Carter's play to build on moving ahead with their season.
Absolutely. I thought Marquise Carter, he was everywhere. He was around the ball. He was flying around. He is a senior, so I think they're going to need his leadership, and I really think he was the bright spot on the defense today.
Absolutely. So coming up on Glycod again tomorrow, a rare Saturday game, Frederick Douglass against Bowling Green. That one at WKU. We'll have it 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, where we'll be broadcasting that one. And then next week, next Friday, that's August the 30th, a big slate of games, 7 o'clock kickoffs, Providence against Holy Cross. My wife used to teach at Holy Cross, so I have a soft spot for the Cougars of Holy Cross. And then, Jeff Cooper has Holy Cross ties, too. So good luck, Cougars there. And DeSales and North Oldham, that's another 7 o'clock kick. 7:30 games, Mayo at Ballard That's a good one. Trinity and Frederick Douglass. That's one to underline. Some of the other ones, East Jessamine, Anderson County, Cooper, and Henry Clay. Encourage you always to check us out on glycod.com or on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, at GLICOD. So that's next week. And for this week, 47-0 Mayo the win. Got to thank my team, Jeff Cooper, my producer, Antoine Wardlow, my analyst, Ryan Cox, my spotter. Thanks to all the Glycod staff, Steve Bird on production assistance. I'm Joe Cox. Males 1-0, 47-0 the final tally over Butler. Good night here on Glycod.
Good night.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.